This is a video I didn't really want to have to make, but I felt like I sort of have to just vent this out there. There's been this sort of information that's been leaked. You're seeing a picture of it on screen now of pastime competitive league medals for season 1, which is going to be a YouTuber exclusive season. I have to say this is kind of ridiculous on a couple of levels. First off, why have a season that's completely dedicated to a bunch of people who aren't going to even enjoy the game mode after this season? If you want to bring in people, there's probably a very dedicated group of pastime players. This isn't like UHC either. I actually don't expect them to be bringing in a Season 2 or Season 3 medal for pastime. They're probably just going to have this one, give it to the YouTubers as a collaboration for playing the first ever pastime league, and then just go fuck you to the rest of the community. I don't see them going through the effort of adding a new one of these into the game every single league. This isn't like UHC, which is a big deal. This is probably going to be a one-off thing anyway. Can you see them wanting to have a second season of this? You can't get a full team on pastime normally. And if you do, it's normally in some random fucking country across the world. I can't get a server in Sydney, no matter when I get onto the game, in the morning, in the afternoon, or even in the evening. It just doesn't work for me over here. So I can't see it working for other players too. What's more, do half of these players even do anything on it? So far we know of at least 2 people who are possibly going to be in this. Rapid Dominance, and some other guy called Rob the Awesome, who is the person who posted the original thing on Reddit where I got the images seen on screen. I can't believe this is something that's been done. Why on earth would you just use YouTubers? I mean, I'm a YouTuber, but at the same time, I'm not popular, and that's all this is going to come down to. They want to promote this game mode, but they only want to promote it through people who are just there to promote themselves. There's no stakes in this tournament. It's a bunch of people who know each other and are probably going to set up who's going to win behind closed doors. I've actually confronted Rabbit about it, and he said, oh yeah, we're working to somewhat get maybe a couple supposed players into the game. And I get a feeling that at the end of this, it's going to be either map makers or streamers. That's all it's going to be, map makers and streamers. There's not going to be no actual members of the community in this game mode. And if there is, I'm going to be really shocked. Because there are only 8 teams, and that's about maybe 48 players. Maybe not even that. So I can't see them giving a reason to even really try with this. This is going to be on all 3 of the maps, probably around Robin. One team's going to end up winning, and it's going to be, oh yay, they won. And no one's going to really care. What point does the TF2 community have to be invested in a game they can't take part in? There is no thing apart from watching your favorite YouTubers play. I think the best sort of comparison to this is actually the Minecraft community. There's this version of the game mode called Ultra Hardcore, which you can play in a sort of Hunger Games style kill or be killed. They'll usually play for 4 or 5 hours, and teams will fight, and you'll root for the team you want to win. You have no stake in it. There's no way you can be involved, but at the same time, you know you can't be involved. This is actually different. This is a league which isn't like UHC, which isn't like this UCH. This is something that you could be involved in very easily. Set up a team of 5, set up a team of 6, set up a team of 12. It isn't that hard to bring a team together. I think the best example I can use to how easy it is to set up a team is back during my Griffball days on the 360. I played Griffball, which is a very similar game to Pastime. I played on a team that invited me on. I played in an open game and said, hey, do you want to join our Griffball team? You're actually kind of cool and good at this game. I went, sure. I played a couple of games for them, decided, no, I don't really like competitive Griffball, and went back to playing casual. It was that easy to drop in and drop out of a team. As for this, same thing. It'd be really easy to set up a pastime team. But the problem is, they don't think Bad Robot thinks it that way. They see the low numbers and think, hey, we better get some YouTubers together. Let's give them a free cosmetic, because all TF2 players love cosmetics. And that's also what's going to separate us. There's going to be one medal, and that's it. Season 1 is going to have this fancy goddamn league medal, and no other season will have it, because why do the other seasons need to have this league medal? I really do feel like I'm talking in circles, but if they want to do this right, just open it up to the public. That's as simple as it has to be, and it doesn't have to be any more complicated. This could fall flat on its face, and then what? You're not going to want a Season 2 if it's not going to work to start with. If Season 2 doesn't succeed, there's not going to be a Season 3. It's that simple. So having something that's going to be in the game once, and isn't going to be in the second season, it's not worth it to have it to start with. If they want to have the YouTubers do this, fine, go ahead, by all means. Just don't offer them something that no one else can get their hands on. It's like the Golden Wrench, or an Australian pan. The Golden Wrench, it was available for everyone, except only 100 people got it. The Australian pan, it's very, very hard to get, but it's still out there and people can get it. This? No, you were selected. The closest thing I can bring this to is, as I've probably already said, the UHC medal. But the difference here is, anyone can get a UHC medal if they try hard enough, train hard enough, and become good enough to play in UHC. This? What have these people done? They've become popular on YouTube. That's it. Are you popular? No? I'm not popular. That's a fact. And this is just wrong. Let them play their season, just don't give them free shit.